Hey everybody, welcome back to Jakob Serves. Today we're gonna make vegan tofu dumplings with some fermented tofu, Thai basil, coriander, some roasted garlic in there, lots of herbs and spices. Let's get started with the roasted garlic and some dipping sauces. So the roasted garlic is pretty simple. We're just gonna take 2 cloves of garlic and chop off the heads. Like so, expose them. And then you're gonna take a little bit of aluminium foil and you're just gonna place them in. Scrunch it up, and then you're just gonna put a little bit of oil and salt and pepper on there. You're gonna place them in the oven at 170 degrees for 45 to 50 minutes till it's nicely roasted and very soft. So for our first dipping sauce, we're gonna start off with chopping up some coriander as well as some spring onion, a knob of ginger and some garlic. So let's get started. Make sure everything is nice and finely chopped for your dipping sauces. Nobody wants big chunks of herbs in there. Coriander is done. Next the spring onion. Next will be a small piece of ginger we are finely chopping down. Remove all the outside skin, and then next we're gonna slice it down. Then we stack it all up and we chop it into small matchsticks. Last is your piece of garlic that also needs to be peeled and chopped. Again, nice and fine, run your knife through. The ginger pieces you can leave a little bit bigger, but everything else should be nice and fine. So now with all your herbs nicely chopped up, you can start with the sauce. So first thing is you're gonna put in some light soy sauce, quite a bit, I would say like maybe 4 to 5 tablespoons. Next will be a little bit of dark soy sauce, just to give it some richness. Half a tablespoon should be enough. We're gonna put in a little bit of rice wine vinegar. Again, maybe half a tablespoon. A bit of water, maybe like 3 tablespoons. Some brown sugar, about 1 tablespoon. A little bit of chili flake. And all your herbs, so the coriander, the spring onion, the garlic and the ginger. A little bit of sesame oil, I forgot. 1 teaspoon. Stir it all up. And very importantly, give it a taste. Perfect. Should be nice and salty, a little bit even too strong, because when you dip the dumplings in, it will be perfectly harmonized with the tofu. So the next sauce will be super simple. It will just be a spicy mayo. So we're gonna use some good mayonnaise. Maybe about 7 to 8 tablespoons. We're going to use some Asian chili crisp, which is a nice mixture of fried onions and some chilies. 2 good teaspoons of that. And last a bit of garlic sriracha. Maybe another good 1.5 tablespoons. Give it a mix, form a nice orange color. So, try it. Perfect. Spicy chili mayo is also done. Last we're gonna do a little bit of chili oil. So for this we're also gonna use our chili crisp. Again, 2 heaping teaspoons. Put in some neutral oil, 4 tablespoons. Give it a mix. Last gonna add a bit of salt in here. If you like, for a little bit of extra kick, you can also add a tiny bit of sesame oil. Give a nice nuttiness to the oil. Maybe half a teaspoon. So now all your 3 sauces are done. You're gonna have your nice soy sauce with all the herbs and spices in there. You're gonna have your chili oil and you have your spicy mayo. So next up, we're gonna prepare all our herbs for the filling. So let's get started with the Thai basil. For this, make sure you only take the leaves, as the stems are pretty woody, and give it a nice rough chop. Make sure to run your knife through. First part done. Next will be your coriander. Same story, also give it a nice fine chop. Coriander, it's okay to use the stems as well. Just make sure you chop them up finely to not have big pieces of stem in your filling later on. Last will be your spring onions. Again, just chop them up nice and fine. So with all the herbs nicely chopped up, last will be a nice knob piece of ginger. So just peel it, chop it up finely too. So everything is nicely chopped up. So next we're gonna prepare our tofu. So we're gonna continue with our filling. For the filling I got 2 big pieces of tofu, 450 grams each, which is enough for 4 people. I froze it for 2 hours. So now it's nice and firm. I squeezed out the moisture over the sink. And now just chop it up finely and then it's ready to be fried. For this I just cube it up into small slices and then run through again. So now we start by frying up our filling. So turn up the heat. Nice high heat for your wok. Place in some oil and let it get nice and hot. The oil is getting nice and hot, so now you can place in your tofu. And break it up into nice small pieces. Spread it all out and let it get nice and golden. Maybe like 5 to 10 minutes. And while we wait, rehydrate. So now a good 10 minutes later, you can see a nice golden crust is forming. I would still give it 2-3 more minutes to get it nicely golden brown all over. If you see it getting too dry, always add in a bit more oil. So now at this stage, you can continue by adding in your roasted garlic, which has been roasted in the oven nicely. It's super soft. So just take your garlic clove and squeeze it in, like so. And your second piece. Next step, add in a bit more oil, make a well in the middle and place in your ginger. Nicely fry up your ginger, stir it all in. Next step will be your fermented tofu. This stuff looks a little bit gross, so if you have a soft stomach, maybe avoid it, but it's giving a really nice umami flavor, so I can really recommend using it. So you add in a nice big tablespoon, stir it all in. Next step, you're gonna put in your seasonings. So I'm using some white pepper, some garlic powder, some red chili flakes, and good old MSG and salt. From everything I'm using about, I would say, a good teaspoon, but of course always adjust the seasoning to your liking. Next step will be your sauces. So I'm gonna use some fish sauce, good amount. If you want to make it vegan, use vegan fish sauce, of course. Next will be light soy sauce, maybe 1.5 to 2 tablespoons. Some rice wine vinegar, also again 1 tablespoon, I would say. A little bit of dark soy sauce, just to give it better color, and some sesame oil. Stir it all up. Next we're gonna add in a little bit of chili crisp, good heaping teaspoon, and some Sriracha as well. Depending how hot you like it, of course, add more or less. Now a tiny bit of sugar in here, maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons. And last steps will be all the herbs you chopped up. So lots of coriander, lots of Thai basil, and a good bunch of spring onions. All goes in. At this point you can cut the heat, just mix it all in. Let the herbs get nice and warm. Nice, and your tofu dumpling filling is done. So here's the final product. You can see all nicely broken up. Give it a taste, adjust for seasoning if necessary. Beautiful aromatics through all the herbs. The tofu has a nice little crunch, nice and spicy, and your filling is done. Last step to do is to fold your dumplings. For this, take one wrapper, take a little bit of water, and wet 1/2 moon, so 1/2 side, just the edge of the dumpling wrapper. Take a little bit of your filling, place it in the middle, a little bit more. And then the simplest method is just to fold it over like so, and then pinch together all the edges to get this kind of nice half moon shape. So maybe takes you a few tries in the beginning, so just go back and forth till it sticks nicely, and then you have the final product ready. Just continue this with all your wrappers, and next step will be the frying. So last step will be to fry up our dumplings. So heat up your pan, place a bit of oil into the pan, distribute your oil, let it get nice and hot, and place in your dumplings, flat side down. You should hear it sizzle right away. Don't overcrowd your pan, but you can make a good decent amount in there. Let them fry up nicely for 2 to 3 minutes on one side, and once they got nice crispy bottom, then we're gonna put in a bit of water and steam the top. So once the bottom got nice and brown like so, you can see here, you can place in the water just a few tablespoons. Put the lid on and let it steam. You can see the steam has evaporated, just put in a little bit more. Once you can see all the filling through the dumplings, they have nicely steamed. I will give it 1 more minute. Once they look like so, nicely steamed on the top, and crunchy on the bottom. You can take them out. So guys, we are done. The dumplings are nicely fried on the one side, steamed on the other. Now it's just time to enjoy and yeah, take a dumpling, dunk it into your sauces. I really like this soy sauce with all the herbs and gave it a good bite. Nice and hot, crunchy on the one side, soft on the other, very succulent, lots of flavor. Let's try our other sauce here, the mayonnaise. Super nice. Open a bottle of beer and enjoy, guys. Thank you everybody for watching today. I hope you're gonna try the vegan tofu dumplings for yourself. Please, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, share it with your friends. And yeah, stay tuned for my next favorite dishes. Until then, see you later, guys. Bye bye. Cheers.